Now, isn't it? So if you're going to tap it, yeah?
We've heard about neodymium and its important use in neodymium iron boron magnets. At this company, we take neodymium oxide and we first of all convert that into neodymium metal, which we then alloy with other metals to make neodymium iron boron alloys. We melt the materials together, we cast them in a particular way, and we make alloys of particular compositions, very low levels of impurities, and very specific properties on a microscopic level, certain structures that are ideal for the magnet maker. We supply our products to magnet makers globally, they take our materials and they make them into very high strength permanent magnets. So Less Common Metals is one of very few companies operating in this area outside of China. We operate our business to the highest possible levels of environmental, health and safety stewardship. We focus on culture, ensuring all our staff have the right attitude and approach to health and safety and environmental matters. So a lot on training, a lot on mentoring, and on a support for the culture coming from the very top from myself. We also ensure that all our workers are provided with appropriate levels of personal protective equipment for the task in hand. Everything is risk assessed and everybody who is associated with the job will take part in the risk assessments to first of all feel that they have had a contribution to the thought process and that they sign up to the decisions on what sort of health and safety measures are to be taken. As far as environmental matters goes, for example with our fused salt electrolysis, the salt bath is essentially a fluoride-based bath. Without proper environmental measures, that has potential to be both polluting and damaging to the health of the workforce and the local area. So we have a variety of systems. We have local extract systems. We have monitoring within the work environment to measure the levels of any potentially noxious material. The gases that come out of the system are all passed through a series of scrubbing systems, both a dry scrubber that removes particulates and then a full wet scrubbing system which takes the levels of any of these potentially noxious gases significantly below any sort of threshold level. All our activity is carried out under the licence from the UK Environment Agency, and they make sure that we maintain these high levels of environment. The rare earth industry needs diversification of supply, and LCM is very active in supporting programs which look to develop this. One of the main programs we're involved with is called Secrets. It's a European Union funded Horizon 2020 project which is looking to establish an all-European supply chain for rare earth magnets. The supply chain starts with a byproduct of phosphate fertilizer production which contains rare earths. That is fed through to a European company which will separate out individual rare earths from the byproduct. That material then comes to Less Common Metals. We will make both metals and then strip cast alloys for making neodymium boron magnets. Our alloy is supplied to Europe's largest magnet producer, who will make magnets for supply to a variety of European-based end users.